Hi everyone, it's Jessica and I'm back with this week's plan with me. So this week I'm going to be using a kit from Crest Press. This is her Summer Lovin kit and I'm so excited to be using this. I absolutely love Crest Press kits. So for this week I think I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit more of the background stuff that I do, just in case anyone is interested in trying something similar out in their happy planners. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and get started. So just to explain, the reason I do a little bit of extra work when I do planning is because I like having the spacing in between each of the days, which in the happy planner, that doesn't come like that. So what I do is I actually shift some of these columns over so that I can place my stickers down accordingly and wind up having that spacing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off doing my little measurements. On this side of the page, Tuesday stays exactly where it is, but then I shift Wednesday over to the right a little bit, and then I shift Monday over to the left a little bit. And then on this side, Friday is the day that stays where it is, so I shift Thursday over to the left, and then Saturday and Sunday kind of get shifted a little bit to the right so that it winds up coming right up against the edge there. So like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and start by doing my measurements. And I've got it down to the point where I don't need that many measurements anymore. When I first started doing it, I actually penciled in the entire column. But now I've gotten it to the point where I just don't think I really need that anymore. So I am going to just draw in a few little lines that I think I'll need. So that is all I put down as far as the little lines go. Like I said, I've kind of gotten to a point where I know where everything should go. I'm just using the little lines I put down as guidelines to make sure I'm lining everything up properly. And I do leave the middle blank because regardless, I'm going to wind up redrawing the middle lines anyway. The next thing I'm trying to do here is go in with some whiteout just to white out the parts of the headers that would show through in between the new columns. Okay, so now most of the little pre-planning bits have been done. So I'm gonna go in with my full heart checklist first, because on top of that, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these date covers to cover the dates up here. And then I'm gonna use my to-do list to actually cover the days of the week. Because with the way the Happy Planner is set up, these just aren't enough to cover both the date and the day of the week, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use the heart checklist first to help me kind of center the other elements of the kit. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit tricky to put down just because it looks like these boxes are cut just a smidge thinner than what the actual boxes are. So I'm going to have to make sure to line it up carefully. As you might have seen, I did struggle quite a bit with the other sheet because I am bringing these boxes up higher than where the header normally would be. So I realized I did need a guideline to help me place it down more evenly. So, oops, did not mean to pick that color up. I'm gonna start with Friday. So I did wind up drawing in a little line just to help me get it down a little bit straighter. Yeah, so I definitely think the ombre heart checklists are sized a little bit off because you can see the headers are sized just fine for the width of the box. I don't know, I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist, so I do notice little things like that, but that's fine. And actually, I'm not quite done. I want to do the headers while I'm here. Or I'm sorry, the date covers while I'm here. And you'll be able to see, but on Wednesday, I actually, let's see, maybe you'll be able to see there. So on Wednesday, I actually messed up because I didn't realize there were 2 Tuesdays. So I wrote the 27th down on one of the extra Tuesday columns, and let's see. But yeah, so Wednesday wound up being the wrong date. Alright, so now that all the big full boxes are down, I'm just going to go in and use my Uniball Signo white gel pen to color in these black lines here because I'm going to do that white space look in the middle, so I don't want these lines showing through. And I really like using this gel pen for that sort of thing because it leaves you a really, really thin line, but you can still cover up everything you need to. So next, I'm just gonna go in and redraw the columns just to make it easier for me when I go to put down stickers. Plus, it'll just look better. It won't look as DIY'd. And I'm gonna go over these lines here too, that were the original columns, just to make it look cohesive. And for this part of it, I am using this is also a Uniball Signo, but it's the Ultra Micro. So I really like this pen because it leaves you a really, really thin line. It's, what is this? I believe it's 0.4 millimeters. So it's a really thin line, and it's not quite as dark as what these Staedtlers would come off as. All right, and before I forget, I'm just gonna go in with the weekend banner. So now we can do the day by day. So I cut the last full box into 5 different strips so that I can use them as my work schedule and still cover up the last of the green headers here. And to finish up the work schedule, I'm going to use these Clever Gal Crafts gold foil heart stickers. And I feel like there's quite a lot of blue in this spread, so I'm going to go ahead and use that pink color there. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is mark down my YouTube schedule, which I feel like there's quite a big gap between the today header and then where I start. So I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe just put it up here. We'll see if that works. And I'm going to use just the little things that she provides as part of the kit. Okay, so this week I did actually wind up using the bottom washi to take up a little bit more space because I know I won't be as busy this week. So a lot of my plans I'm still not entirely sure about. Monday I'm going to leave blank. There's a couple things I know I need to add to the to-do list, but other than that I think I'm just going to leave the rest of this blank and we'll see what comes up. But mostly I do just work all day. And then on Tuesday I work, but then I have an additional training session afterwards. So I think I'm just going to use maybe this little calendar to mark that. Okay, well that kind of sucked. I totally dropped it on the floor and now there's all these little fuzzies on it. Oh, let's hope I can salvage this. And I'm trying to think how I want it. I think I do just want it right underneath. Yeah, so I'm still getting trained. I'm gonna go through probably quite a long training period actually, because the hospital that I will be working at, or the part of the hospital I'm working at, is actually brand new. So even though it's connected to the hospital, it won't be actually opening until December. So I don't know when I'll actually be able to get in there and start working, but for now I'm just getting trained in all the different areas of the pharmacy. The hospital I work at is huge, so there's definitely plenty for me to do. Anyway, going back to this, the next thing I wanted to do is mark down that I give my chinchilla a dust bath on Tuesdays. And I kind of want to use actually one of these Clever Gal Crafts stickers. I kind of want to pull in a little pink, even though he's a boy. I'm sure he won't mind though. So and I do like to leave a little bit of room in my spreads to add other things in, because I found that, as I was saying before my camera cut off, even though this kit does come with flags, I kind of want to use a little Clever Gal craft sticker just because I have them and I want to use them. I think that is it. Okay, that's all I have for Thursday. So we'll put that down here. And again, I'm just gonna leave a little bit of room in case something does come up, because I wind up doing random errands on the days that I do have some free time, so I'll put those in as I go. And where are my, just got stickers flying everywhere. I'm trying to find my nail polish stickers, which I know they're in here somewhere. Here we go. So here are my nail polish stickers. And actually, I didn't write down when I wanted to do laundry this week, so I'm gonna need to figure that out. But first things first, nail polish. I think I might use this little lavender color. It's not any color that's in the kit, but I think it will complement these colors nicely. So I think I'm gonna use that. And actually, while we're at it, I'm just gonna add in a little face mask as well, because usually as I wait for my nails to dry, I've got a face mask on. So since I went ahead and made some of those stickers for myself, I'm just gonna use it. So we'll do that, and that will be fine for Thursday. Friday, let's see. So I have my video going up, I have work, and I also wanted to clean my chinchilla's cage on Friday. No, you know what? I'm gonna do laundry on Friday, and then I usually clean on the weekend, so I'm not sure why I wrote it down for Friday. So I'm gonna do laundry instead. And I don't want to keep using the Clever Gal craft stickers because there's just so many, like, back to back. Oh, and these stickers that I've been using, so these two and the nail polish ones are from Planet Southern. And anything, I always forget to say where I got the stickers from. And then the other ones, so Clever Gal Crafts I did mention. And then the other ones that I tend not to mention are just ones that I make myself, just because they're the ones I use most often, so it's a little bit more cost effective to just make it myself, especially since I did buy a portrait and I may as well use it. Okay, so that is it for Friday, and again, I did leave a little bit of space at the bottom if something comes up. One of my friends mentioned that they might be coming to town later in the week, depends on how much time they have, so it's nice to leave a little bit of space open. And then a Saturday, I need to make sure I put down to call my mom on Saturday, which I think I'm just gonna keep using these little things. And she does have a to call icon here, so I'm going to take that little circle icon and use it. And then Saturdays tend to be my filming days, although it kind of just depends on my schedule and what I feel like. For example, today I'm filming this on Sunday because I didn't feel like doing anything on Saturday. So let's see what I want to do for that. I have one more camera left, which doesn't go with the spread at all. So I might just hold off on putting down anything for now until I can get some more printed that would actually match the spread. Actually, I have this little to plan icon that would look really cute. So maybe I'll do that. We'll do the to plan icon, and I'm going to use, you know what? I think I do kind of want to use more of the Clever Gal Crafts. And it's nice that they're every other day, so that works out perfectly. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go shopping. What did I do last week? Okay, because I kind of do want to go shopping one of these 2 days too. So let's do... I'll do it up here. I really hate putting down plans and then having to move the sticker afterwards, so I'd rather leave some space and give myself some wiggle room, because I do like these to be an accurate reflection of what my plans are, as much as I can anyway. So, and then Sunday, I do want to get out and volunteer. I volunteer at the animal shelter, or I recently got retrained to do that. So I want to do that. I go to Starbucks to upload my videos on Sundays as well to take advantage of their faster internet. My internet at home is just much slower. I just got the cheapest package when I signed up for it, which is fine for most of my everyday needs. Maybe I'll use I'm making a complete mess here. So maybe I will just use a half box, because I haven't used any of those yet. I think I do want a pink. Anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, their internet is just much faster. It takes me, I think the first time I tried uploading a video from home, it took me about 2 hours to upload like a 15-minute video, which is ridiculous. And at Starbucks, it just goes by so much faster. So we'll do that Sunday. And I'll just put down a little, do I want the computer icon? Yeah, I kind of want the computer icon. So that is from Sweet Kawaii Design. This box was part of the kit. Oh yeah, this is from Sweet Kawaii Design as well. And then this is from Fox and Pip. I like using her little coffee stickers rather than mine, the ones that I just print off to mark when I actually go to Starbucks. So I think this little to-go cup looks cuter here. So we'll put that down. And then, like I said, I did want to go out to volunteer. So I am just going to put, I think what I'll do is I'll use a little things label, but then I actually have these little cat stickers that I bought in Japan. And I'm going to use that to mark my volunteering. And I think, is that it? Volunteer. And then one of these 2 days I'll probably go shopping, and I'll mark that in later. Actually, looking at it, I'm probably not going to have time to go shopping on Sunday, so we'll just say I'm going to go shopping on Saturday, because this stuff, even though it took up a lot more room, won't take up as much time versus this, which does take up quite a chunk of time. And volunteering, I usually like to go for maybe about 2 hours, so we'll do that. So I'm just going to put down another little thing then on this day for shopping. And I like to use up my TV stickers because I really don't track my TV shows at all. So may as well use up the TV stickers. And I do have smaller ones. Here we go. So I do have these smaller shopping bags, and I think I'll just use that. I kind of want to bring in a little bit of pink because this column is quite blue. So we'll put that down. Alright, so I think that's kind of the basis of what I wanted to do. I do also still need to organize my closet. So since I have some time on Monday or Wednesday, I might do that. I think we'll say Wednesday, because Mondays I usually wind up running errands and getting some more groceries for the week. Alright, so I'm not sure where the camera cut off, but I just put down one of these clothesline stickers, also from Planet Southern, because I need to organize my closet and I didn't do it last week like I was supposed to. So I think that is actually everything I needed to put down this week. Like I said, there are a couple things that are kind of up in the air right now that I'm gonna hold off on putting any stickers down just because I want it to be a little bit more accurate. But I think that is everything that I know for sure that is going on this week. And I usually like to put some sort of sidebar sticker down, but I don't think I need it, especially since usually my sidebar sticker is because I don't have enough room in the to-do list, but Crest Press does give you 6 hearts in each to-do list. So I think I'm actually going to be okay. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys out to give you the overview, but I think this is it. And I love how it turned out. It was definitely a little bit of a struggle working with it, but I also realize that that is mostly because I'm just very fussy about how my spread looks. But I love how this turned out. It's such a cute summery spread. I absolutely love these colors here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.